Before I bought my first home, I was renting. I had the first floor of a two-story home that was converted into apartments, and I lived there for 8 years. And I really enjoyed living there. I really liked the area. So the idea of moving and buying, I kind of put off for a long time. I was getting older and I was still renting. It was just time to start thinking about the future. And so I kind of took the leap and got pre-approved for a mortgage. I didn't want a house because I don't have any interest in like shoveling snow, cutting grass. Those things are just, I'd just rather call somebody. So I knew I either wanted a condo or a townhouse. So any opportunity that I could, I was looking online to see what was available and where things were available and what the cost was and what I thought I could afford. The way that I saved for my down payment was I got help from my parents. I also had RSPs and then I had some personal savings. And so all of those combined gave me my down payment. Some of the programs that I used were the Homebuyer's Plan, and then I got the rebate on the land transfer tax as a first-time homebuyer. I was able to take advantage of taking $25,000 out of my RSP as a down payment that I am currently now paying back. Advice that I would give to a first-time homebuyer is don't settle. Keep your mind open to other areas. Sometimes I think people get really stuck in the area that they want to live in, but what I found was that my money didn't go as far in that area. If you are not open, you might miss out on a lot of great properties. And make sure that you have a realtor that you feel really comfortable with and being open and honest with. When I first walked into this unit, what caught my eye was how much light there was in the unit. The layout just really flowed well for me, and the quality was there, and the colors were right. It was just, everything was just really worked for me. My whole buying experience was very, very positive from beginning to end. And I didn't have any obstacles. Everything just went really smoothly. Coming into my unit after closing, I felt very proud. There's a sense of pride that you have because it's yours. And there's also a sense of responsibility because you care about what color you put on the wall. You care about, the wallpaper that you take a lot of pride in it. So much so that I volunteered to be on the board. The board of directors essentially runs the corporation. With the help of the property management group, we make decisions about maintenance and repairs and financials. Once I understood what that was, I said, yeah, sign me in. I want to be at the table. Because, when you realize that a lot of these high-rise condos have a lot of renters, it makes it so much more important to understand how the building is run, how the corporation is run, and how your investment is being impacted by decisions that are being made. Every time we have to raise maintenance fees, it's always a uncomfortable conversation because I'm making decisions that are going to affect me personally financially, but I also have to understand what it means for the long term and what it means for the health of the building and the community. Once you understand how the building has to build its reserve fund and, in 20, 30 years when we have to change the roof or the boilers or any of these things, and making sure that our reserve fund is healthy, all of those things also matter when prospective buyers are coming. They want to know that there's a healthy reserve fund. I really do love where I live. I love my unit. I really like the building. Had I kind of stayed in my box, I never would have found all of this, and I couldn't be happier where I am.